Today, Cardano blockchain got an update. This will usher in network enhancements like increased throughput, as well as DeFi performance. Scalability in 2022 is here. The Basho era just getting started. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit that like on the way in and let's jump into it. This is Cardano Roadmap. It's fun to look at this. It really is fun to look at this because it's like, it's just been sitting here. And every step of the way, Byron, Shelly, Gogan, Basho, it's just like Cardano's hitting these milestones and it's just, the network is getting better, more expansive, more secure, more decentralized. It's like, everything that was planned for, it just is coming together, right? And it's not like any part of this plan is more important than the other. It's like they all play their parts. And I think that's huge in terms of how Cardano was built and what it was built for. And what's equally as exciting is just the fact that obviously I do a lot of technical analysis. We cover the charts a lot, and we've been just tracking this story as we track the price. We've been trying to take the data from each thing and put it together and say, hey, how's ADA reacting to these Cardano upgrades and everything going on and Cardano hitting these milestones? And we've really been tracking it, and it's really been interesting data. And it continues to play out. It continues to excite us as we watch this story unfold. And today's another piece of that story. The IOHK tweeted today, before the weekend, an update proposal was made to increase Cardano mainnet block size. Right? This 10% increase represents a significant network enhancement, which will help continue to increase throughput and DApp performance. I really like these last two tweets. With a huge recent rise in transaction volume, that's true, and significant further growth expected, I'd say that's true. We'll be continuing to very carefully monitor and steadily optimize the Cardano network as we grow. Cardano is one of the most decentralized blockchains in the world, built for correctness and security. As the ecosystem grows, we're focused on delivering the scaling phase of our roadmap, improving speed and network capacity while maintaining security and decentralization. This update was done, and Cardano blockchain maintained security and decentralization. Not many blockchains can do this and say that. Cardano can, because of how it was built, because what was planned, the foresight that went into building this, right? And so what I want to do is real quick, before we're going to look at the charts, we're going to check out what's going on with ADA price, but I want to look at this. This was how we're scaling Cardano in 2022, an article written in January 2022. But real quick, this really the beginning is really cool. With deep roots into a peer-reviewed academic approach, we have delivered a robust, secure platform fit for the future, built for correctness. We name this phase Byron. All right, it's that first phase. It's all the way back here, Byron. We now have one of the most decentralized proof-of-stake networks in the world. This era of decentralization and stake pools we named Shelly. If you're staking with CCV, many of you are one of our stake pools. Thank you. It's been extremely exciting growing our stake pools and growing with the blockchain that is Cardano. And what's really fun is to watch how we've kind of charted that part of the story, and we used kind of this green box as a data point and a window into what might happen in future hard forks. We had the Mary hard fork and multi-asset ledger, let's not forget, Alonzo hard fork, and now we have Vassal hard fork. And this is going to be epic to track from a data perspective this chart. I had to move this box over because I had it charted a little bit wrong in the last video, but Vassal hard fork, we're just entering this green box. It will be we're going to get into that in a couple of minutes when I look at the charts, but it's exciting nonetheless. Now, going back to this, Gogan brought with its core smart contract capability, paving the way for DeFi and dApps. That was the Alonzo hard fork we charted. Now, as we enter the Basho stage, we're investing further energy into optimization and scaling. During the course of this year, starting right now, we'll be pursuing this next phase of our mission. Parameter adjustments, improvements, enhancements, and other innovations will all play their part in steadily increasing Cardano's capacity and throughput during 2022. This was in January 2022. And we've already seen how Cardano has been implementing and optimizing the blockchain. And it's just very, very cool to see today an update. And Rick McCracken, I have this tweet up. I retweeted this because it's just put so well. Cardano just upgraded the chain capacity by 8 kilobytes to 88 kilobytes. Or by 8 to 88. Per block with a simple tweak. Not even a soft fork required. Makes it look easy. Walk in the park. That's what happens when a system is designed correctly. And it is so true. It is the system design. It is the foresight from the team that went into how this will be designed. It's not like all of a sudden 2022 started and IOHK is like, oh man, scaling now. We got to figure this out, everybody. We got to figure scaling out. This was done in the roadmap. The Basho era was done in the roadmap. It's built for a reason this way. It's designed this way for a reason. And this, in my view, it sets apart Cardano so much. It's one of the reasons, one of the pillars why I'm so bullish on Cardano and its success. Why I'm so bullish on ADA is because of Cardano's success and what it's going to accomplish and what it keeps accomplishing. And that is these stepping stones towards solving that trilemma, right? Scalability, decentralization, security. And so we're going to continue tracking that story. And if you want to hear, so I did an interview 3 months ago or so, back in January with Charles. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I'll put a link in the description. But he talks a lot about the plans for 2022 and the path to 1 billion users and these things. So go check that out if you have some time. It was an awesome interview. And then obviously in the headlines as well, talking about what's going on. But I just want to point this out in this article. They mention alongside this, the network recently launched the Cardano ERC20 converter, which introduces support for ERC20 token migration to its platform, expanded the variety of use cases for application developers and businesses. Elsewhere, the blockchain's other recent successes have included surpassing 2,000 smart contracts for the first time ever, adding nearly 100,000 wallets a month, and recording 400 new projects building on it in a month. And then we can go to something like Into the Block and their data. We continue to have this uptrend in addresses, right? We're going to be at 6 million addresses before you know it, I'm sure. Just this uptrend. The network is growing. And then it just leads to the question, well, what is going on with Cardano price? Why is price down? Cardano doing everything right, it seems, from a fundamental perspective and actually gaining traction and actually day by day seemingly to prove the naysayers wrong. It really does. It proves the naysayers wrong. A lot of the stuff we see, the critique against Cardano is not even accurate. I just saw a huge thread the other day. So just the data provided from this research, so inaccurate, so out of context. And it's the only way to bash Cardano right now because Cardano's really been doing things correctly and soundly on a fundamental level. And it's because the system was designed correctly. So here we are on the charts, like, well, why is ADA down? Like, what's going on? And the thing is this. Let's step outside of ADA for a second. This is the answer. It's so simple. It's not rocket science. It's not because something's wrong with Cardano or ADA. You go back to Bitcoin. Let's pretend there's no other altcoins. There's no Cardano, nothing. It's just Bitcoin in cryptocurrency space. 2017 high, down to the 2018 low, 83%. I mean, this is when adoption was really starting to take off, right? Why was Bitcoin down over 80%? Is it because it was a failed project? Is it because it was doing something wrong that it needed to adjust, it needed to fix? It is not. That's not the reason. The reason is because this is extremely early stage, this technology, and it's what crypto does. It's volatile. And when you mix in all these other altcoins and all the craziness that goes on in the crypto ecosystem, they all operate and move differently. I will say this, and I've said it before, Cardano has outperformed to the upside. 18,000% right there from that COVID swing low to all-time high. So don't just please don't just cherry pick the fact that it's down around 70% right now, and it outperforms to the downside, and it's underperforming against other altcoins. It is. There's other altcoins that aren't doing that bad, or as bad as Cardano has done. But don't leave out the fact that to the upside, Cardano outperforms. So, and this is my point, and this is a very big reason why I'm so bullish on ADA, is the fact that, listen, it's been bleeding to the downside. It hasn't been the most fun thing to watch. But when that bull environment comes back, and now Cardano has the smart contracts, right? This last run was leading into smart contracts. Now, after all this consolidation, Cardano has smart contracts. Cardano is becoming faster, more secure, right? There's so many projects launching, and that's the other thing. The altcoins that are launching on Cardano, the opportunity there. I want to cover them so much. I'm very much outside of my content creation comfort zone right now. I'm literally sitting in a kitchen table right here and creating content. We're still renting. We're not settled just yet. The studio will hopefully be done, and we'll be in the new place soon. But all those altcoins, everything going on in the Cardano ecosystem, I want to cover so much more because the opportunity is just ridiculous right now. It's so ridiculous, and I mean that in a good way. So here we are. Cardano's down. It is what it is. This is how Cardano operates, and many people don't like it. Many people are done with it. It's one reason why I like it so much, and that's just me. This isn't financial advice. The way I look at the charts is just me. It's just my perspective. It's just data. I'm just like you. I have no clue what's going to happen next. I know the scenarios that I think could happen. That's why I visualize them. I've been accumulating crypto. I've been buying crypto. And I'm always just in my head like, should I, because I have some saved too, in fiat, that is, in case we do go down. And traditional markets could really lead crypto markets down. There could be a capitulation of sorts. I want to have fiat ready. So it's like, man, if you're going to buy, because it is such a good buy right now in my view, how much? How much you want to have left over in case it dips another 30, 40, 50%? These are the questions on my mind. These are why I'm doing these videos. I'm talking through these things with you. We know targets to the downside. We know there's a 50-cent target right there. It's right there. It could happen, and it would not surprise me even 1%. So here we are going into the Vassal hard fork. Will we get 4 for 4 where Cardano performs going into a hard fork? There was Alonzo, there's Mary, there's Shelly. Are we going to get 4 for 4? Cardano now entering this phase. The 20-week moving average is a big data point, right around $1.07 or so, where Cardano starts escaping to the upside. Will that happen? It's what I'm watching on the weekly chart. It's what I'm monitoring. The upside is there so much for the RSI, this momentum oscillator sitting around 39 right now. The last time it was 39 was, look at this. Look at this. Leaving 39 was exiting the COVID swing low. 2020, over 2 years ago. And so Cardano has so much momentum to the upside, just up for grabs. In the short term, mid-term, it's a little iffy. The state of the world right now is volatile. It's scary. The fear is there. So we have to be prepared in that regard. What I wanted to talk about was the daily chart. Here's the daily stock RSI, quicker moving momentum oscillator. Again, meaning for the short term, there could be a very strong pop to the upside. On this chart, this is the daily. This is really what I'm watching. The swing low to swing high. Cardano fell into this higher low support area, the 618 right around 95 cents, the 786 right around 87 cents, 88 cents. And you can see Cardano, look at that daily wick Cardano just put in that last daily candle, support above the 786 around 87, 88 cents. There's a lot of resistance. The 20-day moving average is crossed below the 50-day moving average, that green line below the blue line. And Cardano really, and by the way, the 20-day moving average confluent with that 618. So 95, 96 cents right there at that Fibonacci. Cardano really needs to make a move to that area. And I would anticipate some resistance if it does. We're talking about a 5 to 6, 7% move for Cardano to get that resistance confirmation. In the bullish hopium world, we'd want to see Cardano just put in a nice daily candle through not only 20-day, not only exiting the Fibonacci area that it's in, but also the 50-day moving average, which is just above there, 97 cents. We want to see Cardano start turning in this bullish reversal that we've been just anticipating and waiting for. The bullish confirmation is not here yet at all. We have to continue monitoring Cardano in the short term, and this is what it looks like on the daily chart right now. That previous support down here, right around that blue line, which is the target area, if you remember, of this broadening rising wedge. Cardano hit the target to, bounced off of, and now we're kind of almost hovering just above it once again. What will Cardano do in that area? Time will tell, but this is what I'm watching on the short term to see if Cardano can make a move to the upside, at the very least to these resistance areas, and see if Cardano can get the bullish break above. And that's what I'm watching on the short term. But so much going on Cardano in the long term, everybody. If you zoom out on the charts, it's just such a bullish looking story. And by the way, I didn't even think I'd ever really have to announce this. I have these areas on the charts: $1 trillion market cap, $500 billion. Let's try that again. $500 billion market cap, $15, $31 ADA. I have it just as a picture of what is so possible for the future, whenever it is. I don't have it specifically at a date. Somebody mentioned I have it August 2022, and I'm just like, I'm terrible at what I do. Obviously, $15 is here in May. This is random areas, right? So this is just an illustration of what is to come, I believe, for Cardano. So just wanted to make a note of that so we're clear. And if you watch my videos, you know I was not thinking we're going to see $31 ADA in 2022. So let me digress from that. Cardano making moves. Big news today. Awesome to see. So let's continue to track what the blockchain is doing, what ADA price is doing, and it's day by day, everybody. Be careful out there. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Hit that subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless.